So I said that population dispersion is also the movement, no? So movement, if they come in, it means immigration, the first one. If it go out, it means emigration or migration. Okay, any of these two. So let's look at them in proper detail. Immigration is when there is a permanent influx of individual from outside into the existing population. Okay, in plants this occurs due to the settling of dispersed seeds. In animals it can be due to the better availability of food and shelter and lesser resistance from the local population. Okay, but this has to be permanent. Okay, permanent influx. Then emigration is again the word here permanent efflux. Okay, permanent efflux of individuals from a population for settling into a new area. Okay, so if they have come out of a place, means the size of the local population where they were, it will come down. So it does not occur in plants as they are rooted to the soil, but in animals, sometimes due to natural calamities, scarcity of food, shelter, and mate, they will emigrate permanently. Okay. Then migration. This is two ways. Okay, it is a two-way movement of the whole population from and into an area. Okay, so immigration means coming in, emigration means going out, but migration means in also, out also. All right, both. So now let's see, since I've introduced you these three terms, then how can we apply them in the population growth? Population growth means I increase in let's say age or size. So it's a change. Okay, so change in size of a population, see there, over a period of time means population growth. Okay, change in size of a population over time. Okay, it's influenced by four factors: birth rate, immigration, death rate, and emigration. Okay, so coming in, going out, birth and death. Okay, when they come in, they will increase the population. When they are born, they will increase the population. When they die, they will decrease the population, and when they come out, they will decrease the population again. Okay, here mortality and immigration. So that's why we add birth and immigration, and we subtract death and emigration. Okay, now NO is the original population in the beginning, and NT will be at after some time, after the immigration and birth and death happen, what is the grand total. Okay, okay, so if birth and immigration is more than death and emigration, there will be positive population growth. Then if the birth and immigration is less than the death and coming out, there will be negative growth, because there are more people going out and more people dying, then population will go down. But theoretically, if they are equal, then population stays at the same, or there is zero growth. Then what about the rate of growth? Okay, so delta N. It is the average rate of change in the number of organisms per unit time. Okay, change in number per time. Okay, so change in number divided by time. Okay, anything per means divide by. So change in number, delta is change, per change in time. So delta time. So specific growth rate, it is the average rate of change. Okay, first we found the what is that? The growth rate. Then we want to find the average. So average you have to multiply. Okay, just multiply by n into t. Same formula, only change is you have to multiply by that n there. So it's the average rate of change in the number of organisms per unit time. Same definition, you just add average rate. Okay, for this. Want to convert to percentage? You just simply multiply into 100.